10 things Taiwan does better than anywhere. With 23 million people crammed onto an island that covers just more than 33,000 square kilometers, Taiwan ranks among the 20 most densely populated places in the world. Also, the industrial island has built a global reputation for cheap electronics. This is one Asia tiger that offers far more than stickers on the backs of calculators. Economically, there's little it has left to prove, but the Taiwanese people remain a proud and determined bunch. Here are 10 things that do better than anyone else. 1. Night market. For an island smaller than area than Switzerland, Taiwan sure has a lot of night markets, an estimated 300 island-wide. These open-air bazaars are particularly loved for street food referred to locally as 小吃, literally small eats. Perennial favorites are oyster omelets, stinky tofu, and an assortment of snacks on the stick straight off the grill. Specialty drinks range from bubble tea to shots of snake blood. According to the Taiwan Tourism Bureau, some 70% of tourists to Taiwan will visit a night market. The top 3 Facebook check-ins for 2013 in Taiwan were all night markets. Tainan Flower Night Market, 12th globally, nabbed the top spot, followed by Luodong and the Fengjia Night Market in Yilan and Taichung respectively. 2. Themed restaurants. If literal toilet humor, eating out of miniature urinals and toilet bowls is your idea of an amuse bouquet. Taiwan provides a belly full of laughs. Modern toilet restaurants address taboos pertaining to dining etiquette, posing witty rhetoric on websites such as to eat or to pee. Now there is a question. At the other extreme, you can get a QTC overdose at a Hello Kitty namesake cafe, where everything from burger buns to soup bowls is shaped like a mouthless cartoon cat. For more on the kitty obsession, read point 9 below. What's that? Can't get enough pink and glitter? That's okay, because Taiwan is home to the world's first Barbie-themed restaurants, with medal-approved sunscreens of pink plastic and frilly tutus. Previous themed restaurants in Taiwan have included a cafe based on an Airbus A300, A380, complete with trolley dollies serving food and drink from a cart, as well as restaurants with gel hospital, and school inspire things. 3. Free Wi-Fi. Since 2011, Taiwanese citizens have been able to log onto iTaiwan, the island-free Wi-Fi network. Taiwan is one of the first places in the world to offer free Wi-Fi on a mass scale. In June 2013, the service was rolled out to tourists in 4 of the 5 largest cities, using more than 4,400 hotspots. Visitors can sign up for an iTaiwan account with their passport at Taiwan Tourism Bureau Center, at Taiwan Tourism Bureau Centers, and offices in transportation stations. Then receive complimentary Wi-Fi in Taipei, New Taipei, Taichung, and Tainan. 4. Chinese artifacts. You might think it would be in Beijing or Shanghai, but the National Places Museum in Taipei houses the largest collection of Chinese artifacts and artwork in the world. The impressive permanent collection comprises more than 650,000 items. Chinese history is told through bronze statues, jade carvings, calligraphy, lacquer ware, and other historical pieces, many of which belong to Chinese imperial families, including an intriguingly lifelike mid-shaped stone and a jade cabbage. Despite several rounds of building expansion, only a fraction of the collection is on display, no more than 10,000 items at any one time, making the museum worth return to several times a year. 5. Animated news. With an army about 400 animators, Next Media Animation, a Taiwan-based animation studio, can turn any news story into a cartoon in as fast as 90 minutes, making of video here. More impressively, the videos are usually satirical, outrageous, and hilarious. The studio, created by a Hong Kong media tycoon, takes infotainment to another level. Founded in 2007 to create CGI animated videos for news without real footage of Apple Daily News in Hong Kong and Taiwan. The talents of Taiwan's animators was exposed to the world with the 2009 release of their hilarious video of what might have happened during Tiger Woods' infamous car crash. In the video, now ex-wife Ellen Nordgren chases Tiger Woods' car with a golf club after finding out about Woods' affair. After the video went viral, the company decided to service international audiences in the Japanese and English. Some of the team's most popular most popular recent works include a video about the execution of Kim Jong-un's uncle and a review of 5 stories that must die in 2014. 6. Mock meat. One of the world's most vegetarian-friendly destinations, Taiwan offers 6,000 or so restaurants serving an impressive variety of delicious vegetarian fare to feed the 10% of the country that shuns meat. But while it can be beat India in terms of the abundance and variety of vegetarian dishes on offer, Taiwan is the best place to hit when you are craving meat but don't actually want to eat any. That's right. We are talking about mock meat. Given how important flesh is to the traditional Chinese diet, it's no surprise Taiwan's fake meat, usually made of soy protein or wheat gluten, can fool even hardcore carnivores. Yes, there have been scandals that reveal actual meat inside supposed mock meat dishes, but it is a thriving industry here and is considered a staple across Taiwan. Mock meat stir fries in particular taste surprisingly like real things. 7. Little League Baseball. Baseball may be Taiwan's most popular sport. Diamonds are almost as common as dumplings around the island. Taiwan holds the record of the most Little League World Series championship title, 17, nearly double of its closest runner-up, Japan. Adding to a cabinet of trophies, a team from Taiwan won the 2013 Junior League Baseball Junior World Series. 8. National health coverage. In the year when the Obamacare debacle played out in global headlines, it's worth to nothing that Taiwan has what many call the best universal health care system in the world. Legal residents can visit any specialist in the country. Docs anywhere will pull up their entire medical record via smart card, consult, and prescribe Chinese medicine and or prescription drugs. Fees are billed directly and reimbursed by the National Health Insurance Administration, whose 2% administrative costs are the lowest in the world. 9. Hello Kitty obsession. Taiwan's obsession with the Japanese-born Sanrio character doesn't stop at the feline restaurants. Taiwan holds the distinction of being the first in the world to honor with Hello Kitty branded beer. Brewed by Taiwan's beer, the drink poured its way onto the shelves earlier this year. The light blue features fruity flavors from lime to a distinctly avant-garde banana infusion. Eva Airways in 2013 made headlines with the resurrection of its theme plan, which featured the ubiquitous cat on everything from exterior liveries to headrest covers to fruit which is cut in the shape of you-know-what. Eva Airways dedicated Hello Kitty Jazz site offers horizon expanding trivia including Hello Kitty's High 5 apples tall and weigh 3 apples. The Grand Highlight Hotel in Kaohsiung offers Hello Kitty themed rooms, the cat's iconic ribbon, and our seal-haunted stamp on everything with eye reach. Pink kitty curtains, kitty bath, and a mantis kitty tea set, and a radio that plays Hello Kitty music are all involved. Not reaching for the insulin shot yet, then you can book a breakfast date with a talking and moving live Hello Kitty. 10. Little dumplings. Yes, we recognize xiaolongbao as the delicacy homegrown in Shanghai, but Taiwan is slowly taking over the dumpling world, one broth filled bite at a time. Starting from a single shop in Taipei, Din Tai Fung now serves its famed xiaolongbao in destinations as far-flung as Australia, Thailand, and the United States. 2 of its Hong Kong branches have earned a coveted Michelin star, with the mothership Xinyi store in Taipei sneaking into the Michelin Guide. Not bad for a chain restaurant. Not bad for a chain restaurant and not a fancy one at late. When Tom Cruise visited Taiwan in 2013, he joined in on the 18 piece per dumpling action with a cooking class at the shop's Taipei 101 branch. Even better, CNN put Din Tai Fung at number 2 on its list of best franchise for travelers. 10 things Italia. Second news, 10 things Italy does better than anywhere. We know Italy does some things incomparably well, but travelers to the elegant boot don't just want to eat spaghetti, deal with opera and grok at all rooms. Beyond the cliches, you will find 10 other surprising ways in which Italy shines. 1. Flattery. Depending on whether or not you think the occasional catcall or butt grab is flattering, you will find Italians are aggressively complimentary of friends and beautiful strangers alike. A historical tour for both disarming and diffusing. Flattery is the fulcrum on which Italian society teeters. As Luigi Barzini writes in the Italians, the people have employed such arts offensively to gain advantage, destroy rivals, and conquer power and wealth, and defensively as a screen used ink to blind and confound powerful men, dictators, and trance. But you will only notice the butt grabs. If flattery. 2. Hard bath. If flattery doesn't get you out of your clothes, the Peninsula 380 spa sites offering healing mud and bubbles will, boiling as much beneath the surface as its people. Italy pioneered the world's first large-scale spas, exporting them as they colonized Europe. Watering therapies include island baths, such as those on volcanic Ischia, Tuscan hot springs, mountain baths in the town of Bormio, and the thermal park of Lake Garda. Just drinking the mineral-rich water in some places is reputed to be healthy. So convinced is the Italian government of the healing power of hot springs and geothermal mud packs that it covers the cost of some therapies for its citizens. Third, cursing. Be it in Italian or any other language, the agent of native Italy turns any expletive into a blunt force instrument. Rhythmic staccato and with an almost operatic legato that fuses syllables together like a hammer on guitar note. Swearing here is a performance art. Inspired mostly by pigs, anatomical exploits, and promiscuous women. Italian profanities, which vary by region, some equal parts dramatical, angry, and comical. Powered by the passion characteristic of the Italian people, the results stun, intermediate, and even charm their recipients, sometimes all at once. Fourth, beach bombing, with 7,400 kilometers, 4,600 miles of coastline. Italy boasts the most beaches in Europe, as well as 27 marine parks. Summer temperatures peak in many places at just below 13 current 86 Fahrenheit, compared with the mid-20s 7 Fahrenheit in France and Portugal. It's like swimming in tropical water, minus the shark and chinky hawkers. When it comes to beaches, It's a tough choice between blinding white dunes, paintball, and even turf shores, but 248 Italian beaches have been awarded blue flag status for clear waters and unspoiled sand. 5. Pop-up governments. Italians tear through region like their sports car do dinosaur juice. Since the end of World War II, Italy has established 32 governments under 38 prime ministers, 40 if you count Silvio Berlusconi's 3 total terms, and only one has lasted a full 5 years. Fearing the rise of another Mussolini, Italia's constitutional system years ago provided for a weak executive branch that requires majority in both legislative houses just to get anything done. That combined with an already fractured political landscape of small warring parties puts Italy's average MPG months per government barely over 12. 6. Volcanoes. 10 active volcanoes allow Italy's geology to ban the way voting gives release to its citizens. The country's and Europe's largest volcano is Mountain Etna in Sicily, the world's second most active volcano after Hawaii's Mauna Loa. And Etna's spectacular eruptions suit blackened scenery, lava flows and extensive caves draw more than 1 million tourists a year. Elite TripAdvisor Top 10 Must-See Volcanoes list, along with 4 other Italian spotters including Mountain Vesuvius. In June, Etna became an UNESCO World Heritage Site, joining 3 other Italian volcanoes, including the Aeolian Islands of Volcano. No translation price there. Lipari and strong body known as the Mediterranean lighthouse for its breathtaking eruptions. 7. Desserts. Apple pie is good and it's never a bad time for a sticky silence of baklava, but for sheer volume and the variety of treats nothing beats Italian sweets. Much is made of the peninsula's food, the usual suspects being pizza, pasta, and antipasti. But the real stars of Italian cuisine are gelato, tiramisu, cannoli, Napoleon biscotti, spumoni, tartuffe, zippo. Hell, Italy has nearly as many signature desserts as it has it had governments. Italian confectioners work in all media too, combines cakes, cookies, and cream balls, ice, and otherwise to create the most tastiest arsenal of desserts. Ironically, Italians don't even really eat this stuff, but most of preferring a piece of fruit or chocolate after a meal instead. 8. Kevin. Rich in crumbly sieve like karstic landscapes, Italy is one of the most cave-pocket countries on the planet, with more than 35,000 cavities above ground and thousands more underwater. Grotta Gigante holds the Guinness World Record for largest accessible cave on Earth at a yawning 850 meters, 2,788 feet wide, with 500 steps that descend 100 meters, 328 feet into the earth. Other notable caves include the Blue Grotto on Capri, where Emperor Tiberius loved to swim. Inside the Grotto del Vento, winds sweep through its tortuous trails at 40 kilometers an hour. 9. Sport cars. Exciting more tons per head than even its fashion models do. Italy's catalogue of exotic land jets is what Porsche drivers dream about. What began as a race car manufacturer in the 1930s has become the standard bearer for aspirational autos. In 2012, Ferrari sold just 7,000 cars but booked $3 billion in revenues. Meanwhile, Lamborghini may be owned by German Audi now, but the hips are still all Italiano. Pagani, Alfa Romeo, Maserati, these names are sex on wheels. Italy doesn't even crack the top 20 in global auto production, but for all of your league supercars that cover more adolescent male bedroom walls than can often no other country can outlast Italy. 10. River cruises. Unlikely to be among the top 2 or 3 or 100 things that spring to mind when you think of Italy. River cruising on the peninsula is actually a vibrant business, and new routes keep opening up. Italian rivers aren't as long or easily navigated as those in the rest of Europe, but visitors can flow from one beautiful UNESCO World Heritage Site to another. Po River Travel Union World and European waterways offer week-long cruises that take in areas like the Venice Lagoon, Manuta, Padua, the Po Valley, and Verona, the city of Romeo and Juliet.